Series has not gone the way that we wanted, to say the least. A couple of ugly score lines. And last night really stings, too, because, I mean, we led in that game. I want to say it was 5-4 or maybe 6. I don't think it was 6-5. But end up losing 11-4. Just an ugly showing down the stretch. 4 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th for the Giants. Just killed us. And then 2 runs in the 9th inning. Made it close. So I guess it was 6-5. But, yeah, no, that blows. Gonna look to not do that today, but we look to not do that every day. So what does it matter?
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set, and taking the ball for Detroit, Jackson Jobe.
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him, so he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arm.
Finale here against the Giants before, I keep saying it, a much-needed day off. This team has absolutely destroyed us through 2 games. Every time we think that we got them, we very much do not.
Next pitch is outside.
And it's really unfortunate, you know, because I feel like we played okay. It's just the pitching is really, really rough right now. Again. Speaking of rough, that strikeout from Tyler Fitzgerald to start this series finale. Look at this. Not sure what he saw in that. That thing was headed for his neck. Matt Chapman with 1 away.
Check
swing. That'll be a called strike. Interesting to see that the zone is like that today. Wow. They are swinging at everything. Everything right now. Good sweeper and strike 3.
Anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a line.
Are we sure this is the same Giants team I've seen each of the last 2 days? You know what? Actually, come to think of it, it probably is. This team has looked lifeless through 2 innings in each of the first 2 games in this series, and then the 3rd inning, they blast us.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Yesterday's game.
It's been disgusting in this series.
That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
Strike zone, however, is everywhere.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
So far, the Giants know that.
Are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That one, left field, the returning Wenzel. Perez cannot get it, and it's all the way to the wall. It'll be a 2-out double for Lamont Wade Jr. as that ball just kept slicing away from Perez.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive.
Look at that slice on this thing. Ugh. It's a rough way to get Wenzel back, but hopefully he makes up for it at the plate as this game goes on.
Who's been strong in the
Elliot Ramos.
More than an RBI per game over his last
That's a strike.
10.
That's going to be a strike all day. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
It's a big 2-out double right there.
That one hit hard, but right at Riley Green. 2-out double does not come back to bite. Jackson Jobe. And what was a relatively quick inning. 2 strikeouts for Jackson. Andy Ibanez carried Carpenter, Riley Green. Due up. Well, after a brief moment of my PC trying to explode, take a first pitch strike with Andy Ibanez. Change up from Logan Webb. Hard hit. Center field. Unfortunately.
Makes a nice running catch. One away.
Couple of pitches, and Andy Ibanez lines out. So here's the Tigers' order. Ibanez, Carpenter, they are taken and pick the stick. Riley Green, available. Torkelson, taken as well. Bunsel Perez, Colt Keith, Jake Rogers, Trey Sweeney, and Javier Baez. The rest of the Tigers' order.
Forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevate.
I read that off so you
guys
could
that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone.
Javier
Those are
Baez.
pitches you can hammer.
There we go.
And when you get a cookie, you don't want to
Here's
miss
Carpenter. Rough game for him last night.
Terry Carpenter stands in now and
Joel could have been erased
Goodness,
with a blast right there.
He's going to see in this at bat. You know,
Logan Webb teasing us with a changeup. Oh my God, Carpenter's average has dropped below 350.
One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul.
Threw it again. He threw it again, and I still couldn't time it up.
Could be a little vulnerable for fastball.
Glad I didn't do the whole "don't throw that again" thing. I would have looked like an ass.
Just misses.
The way we saw that strike zone back in the top half of the first. Honestly, kind of surprised that was not strike three. Do it again.
Still 1-2.
Another changeup, put a little bit more behind it this time. 89 miles an hour. It's a decent swing, just on the outer part of the plate. Some good break on it. Chopper on the changeup again. And Carpenter going to get tagged out, oddly enough.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Good battle, but changeup heavy there was Logan Webb, and Carpenter just could not barrel one up.
Riley Green up now.
As here's Riley Green. And that wind blowing in from just off of right field, looking pretty strong today.
That's in there.
Sinker, kinda down, kinda in.
4 hits in his last game.
On Riley Green. Coming off a 4-hit day.
Foul ball.
Now, if I saw that a little bit earlier, then maybe we can blast that thing, but unfortunately, I think that's the first sweeper we've seen.
2 outs.
0-2.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Logan Webb has at least thrown 10 pitches.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Logan Webb is changeup heavy.
Base is empty.
Maybe to his fault. Like, if we start barreling that shit up, he ain't going to throw it that much.
Now
All the way to the backstop with the sweeper. And Riley didn't flinch. 2-2. Woo! Good protection there. That sweeper's
That wasn't
gross.
an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not
2-2.
what that pitch was.
Good changeup. Best changeup of the first inning out of Logan Webb, and Riley Green will strike out.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning.
Willy Adames to start the second. The San Francisco Giants.
To start at shortstop, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
What about the Mudcats? They'll be back soon. Chopper, first pitch, Ibanez. 1-1. They'll be back soon, but between everything that I have to do work-wise and the grind of Tigers and Red Wings, there's been very little time.
Over the last 5 games.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Yastrzemski way out in front, hanging changeup. Just low.
The zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, would you settle for Talladega? Because that's where I think I'm gonna try and go.
And that's
Check swing did not go.
No score here in the second. The ground to third, and that's a foul ball.
Wasn't ready for 99 there from Job. Possibly a mistake here.
And it remains
fouled that off again, but he was late again. Pretty clear what he's looking for.
Down, base is empty. And
take.
that's off the inside edge.
So the 3-2 to Yastrzemski. Got him! Top of the zone. Third strikeout already for Job.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's the Giants DH.
They're shaping this up, though, to get the top of the order up in the third inning yet again.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I'll tell you also, the plate discipline here for the Giants in the second, much better.
That one hit the knees for a strike.
Wow, 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 that got called a strike.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1.
2-1, back in the first. Those are probably all swings. Just low, 3-1.
Misses.
Oh, there's a 2-out base runner in the first for San Francisco. Fouled away.
And that is out of play.
Out in front on the cutter. All right. Rip Sweeney has it. Throw on to first.
Throw on to Torkelson, and it's a 1-2-3.
That was a dangerous thing there, throwing a fastball. Had to make sure that we located that thing, because we knew that's what he was looking for. He was out in front of the cutter, and Job's got a good one.
Back here in Detroit.
So Spencer Torkelson lead off the second inning here for Detroit. 233 average, 15 home runs, and 40 RBIs.
Just hoping for him to have some more consistency so he can establish that next
On
level
pace
in the
for
big
over
leagues.
100 runs driven in.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Logan Webb still throwing strikes. That's for damn sure. Rocket from Torque. Back-to-back sinkers to start off Torkelson. That second one was better, but still not really near a corner.
The left fielder.
We all saw us hit hard, but how
Torque
hard
ripped
was
it.
it, Singy? Statcast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly...
Well, a moment we've been waiting for all season long. Wenzel Perez makes his season debut.
And now, Wenzel Perez.
We contact right field.
Side.
Season debut at the plate will not last
And
long.
there's one down.
Batting sixth, the second baseman.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
A good pitch to swing on, just didn't get a lot of it. Change up off the edge, kind of middle in.
That just misses. And that's
Webb
ball
not getting the help that Jackson Job is on the mound just yet. But we are definitely not going to complain about that. For so long, it's been the other way around. Ripped right field. Colt Keith has hit one hard, but into that wind, it is gone. Colt Keith.
That's worth the price of admission. Third home run of the season.
You know, when I put him in the order tonight, I was hoping that maybe he'd be able to hit one out. Not great against right-handed pitching. A shock is a left-hander. But when he gets out in front of something, he's still got enough power to drive it out of here. Even slightly into that win.
And now, Jake Rogers,
2-0 Tigers.
Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That's in
Sweeper
there.
on the outer
And that
edge.
is strike one.
So it's a lead for Jackson Job right before the third inning, where the Giants have mauled us through 2 games.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
I didn't swing at the first one. What
out
makes you
here
think
in
I'm
the
going to
inning.
swing at the second?
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Felt like decent timing. A little bit behind it, a little bit on top of it. 1-2. Popped up.
Popped up to the left into foul ground.
That's a good pitch to hit right
And
there.
it's caught for the out.
Oh, I didn't know you spelt your name with a Y. Somebody just messaged the business page. It's like, hi, Jordan.
Two down,
And it
base
spelled
is
it with a
empty.
Y in there.
Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. Went deep in the ball game last night.
2 away, Trace Sweeney.
And first offering is
Slightly
fouled off.
behind it, and I knew it. Trace Sweeney showed some power in this series. Woo! That's a good changeup. Slowed us down. Didn't look any different than the sinker. Almost came to a crawl as it got to home plate. Got her edge, knew it.
That's a strikeout.
The pitch just kind of moved a little bit funky. That sinker tried to start cutting away from us a little bit.
Back after this.
It's kind of moving in. Spin just kind of made it sit right on that outer edge.
Welcome back,
Lead
and
off
take
for
a look
San
at some
Francisco.
hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Look at the team stats. Now, we got to take these with a grain of salt because we know that they are frequently wrong. But more or less, that looks right. They've killed us with only 4 home runs. This has been a gap-to-gap team.
And the first pitch misses.
Honorable miss to Sam Huff, and here is the inning where it's all gone wrong each of the first 2 games. Ooh, what? Okay, yeah. That might just be happening again. That pitch has been a strike all game. Well, ground ball to Sweeney. That instance will not come back to bite us.
Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
2-0 Detroit on the strength of the Colt Keith home run.
3 for 9
Here's
in the
Brett
series
Wisely.
coming in. Hitting the air
Green,
right
bad
field.
jump. That one's going to drop.
And it drops in. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Little weak one off the bat of Brett Wisely. I want to say
Here's
he's
the second baseman,
somewhat
Tyler
speedy,
Fitzgerald.
too. Here's Fitzgerald. Top of the order swings around, and they've scored runs. Second trip through every game.
And that misses.
Good cutter there
And
from
it's
Joe.
1-0. Wisely leads off first with 1 away. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused.
An
on the
unfortunate
plate and working the
2-0.
count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next offering is in
That's
for
ball
a
at
strike.
99 in from Joe.
And the sweeper misses.
Flinch at it. Couldn't get him to go. That was an outstanding sweeper there. 3-1. Goodbye. Tie game.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back in.
3rd inning Giants have struck again as Jackson Jobe pulled the Jack Flaherty. I missed my timing by a sliver and a fastball aimed up and inside.
Yep, seeing the ball well,
Went
and he's got his timing
right down the
locked
middle.
in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough
happened
to
again.
get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Doesn't get better than that
Now it's Matt Chapman.
as a home run
And a
pitch.
strike in there.
Had him until we didn't. Way out in front of the chain.
Changeup tied up here in the early going.
Light cutter.
And
Whoa.
that one ripped into right, and
That is a good pitch. Low and away. How about it, Matt Chapman? Fouled
a
off.
foul ball. He stays alive.
Not the best heater there from Jackson Jobe.
One down, base is empty.
Swing and a miss.
Swinging. He's got
Strikeout number 4
strikeouts
for
down.
Jobe.
Now batting. The first
Good pitch and a
First
big
baseman,
confidence
Lamont
boost right
Wade
there.
Jr. doubled his first time
Here's
up.
Lamont Wade.
Just missed.
Helps to hit the meter.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the
2-0.
series. And another ball.
Well, usually
Not sure I want to go
confidence
go
when you're
inside with a
facing
fastball
young
here.
pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead
Apparently
2-0,
Jobe's not going to throw a
put
strike
himself
in this
a really
AB.
good spot.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That
Cutter
catches his own
gets
for a
us
strike.
in this
3
count.
and 1.
Taking a chance.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out.
Flash that. This is the same team that we saw in the first inning.
Something that's been part of his career.
That swung at some of the ugliest pitches we've thrown all series.
And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Here's Elliot Ramos.
But the go-ahead run is at first.
On the ground, Torkelson. Didn't have to go on to second, but it's the quickest way to do it. Maybe. Tyler Fitzgerald, who was one of the ones that swung at terrible pitches, struck out a really ugly way. Goes deep in the third as the third inning Giants strike again. Same story again.
As we go to the last of the third.
9-1-2 here for the Tigers. Javier Baez. 369 average. Good cutter on the inside edge.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Baez average back up to 369. Leading the American League. Ground ball. Could be trouble, and it's by. Trouble in left field, but not enough for Baez to advance up to second.
Couldn't have timed it up.
Bounced the sweeper right past shortstop. A flail of a dive here as a last-ditch effort. Didn't really have much of a chance.
So the lineup flips over.
So here's Andy Ibanez. Line out back in the first inning.
In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
Logan Webb, pretty darn good in this one. Really only one bit of trouble on the Colt Keith home run. Whoa.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
Hasn't even been that erratic. That's why that sweeper right there, big surprise. Did it again. It's a little closer that time. Not really sure what he's trying to set up.
As a hitter, that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Sat back on a changeup, perhaps a bit too long.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement.
2-2 on Andy.
Base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
What a dot.
Andy's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Webb has not really hit corners all that often.
Up now for the
Really
Tigers.
unfortunate, but here's Clark. Only one away in the inning and a runner on first.
That one outside.
Wow.
And that is ball one.
It's a surprise. This strike zone after about an inning and a half just completely flipped. Eventually, we will hit something hard with Kerry Carpenter again. That was not a great swing there on that changeup. Banking on a sinker.
And a pitch. And
Outer edge, 2-1. The MVP chance rained down. 37 pitches in for Logan Webb. Haven't done a great job on his pitch count. An okay job, not great.
Tap foul at the plate.
That sinker again. Kind of surprised me. 2 strikes in the AB are quality strikes, and even those pitches that missed, not by much. All the way to the backstop. Carpenter strikes out. Baez advances up to second base. What the fuck was that? That was a sinker? Holy shit.
He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Oh my God. Here's Green. Down low.
Off the mark. 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
I flew across the country to see Green. Okay. Cool. I'll accept that one. 303 average entering play, 9 home runs.
And that gets
Quality
the
strike.
Corner for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Logan Webb is flipped back again. Back to the changeups here.
Here's a 1-1.
That's a bad swing.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Change up at 88, and it felt fast. I tried to go after it. Hard hit, but right to second base. Tigers strand a runner.
And that is that.
Something we've done all too much in this series especially. We stranded at least 10 runners on base last night. Adames, Yastrzemski, and Encarnacion do up for the Giants in the 4th.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
I don't know why all of a sudden we're doing this almost every game. I don't want to look at some of those stats. ERA, hits per 9, awful. And you look at the whip and strikeout numbers especially. It's like we got good stuff in us. That's not a great start to the inning. Just a missed cutter there by Jackson Jobe, and we threw it right down the middle again.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the
Not exactly right down the middle.
Those always feel great.
High fly ball to center for Baez. Results in 2 pitches, which is good for the pitch count of Jackson Jobe.
Next will be the Giants DH, Gerard Encarnacion.
Here's Gerard Encarnacion. Good jump on the advance. Throw down. Oh, man. Colt Keith had to come up to try and get that. Runner advances in Adames, so take away the double play.
Man at second. And he takes a strike.
Haven't thrown the cutter up in the zone very much.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Wasn't a terrible sweeper there. Wasn't a good one.
Stays alive.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The next
inside cutter didn't cut.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count. 1 out and a runner at second.
2 and 2.
Half of inning number 4.
Oh, my.
And that one
Baez on the run.
Field.
Will they tag? No.
The grab and there's 2 gone.
Hobby's throw a little bit off the bag, but decent enough. 2 out here in the 4th inning. You know, it's funny when the umpires seem to just really switch things around. That's when this game started to have some runs scored. Fastball, good one.
Across the letters.
Ground ball, Torkelson. A single and a wild pitch. Do not come back to bite Detroit. Torkelson, Wenzel Perez, Colt Keith do back up.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
The hot Giants team. We're seeing a lot of good quality teams really playing at their best when they've come to Comerica Park here. Cleveland, San Francisco, Toronto when we went there. Boston was actually, I can't remember, were they slumping or were they on fire? I don't remember. A while ago. Torque with a bullet single his first time.
That one finds a
Wasn't
corner.
what we were looking for. So we'll live to see another pitch that hopefully is. Ah, damn it.
Next offering is fouled back.
Actually went to the 4-seam fastball, a pitch we have not seen much of.
And
1-2. Of course, he would try and get Torque to chase, one of the most dangerous power hitters in this lineup. 2-2.
And the count's even at 2.
Gotta imagine there's gonna be something quality here at some point.
And
Not so far. Full count on Torque. Oh,
and miss, struck him out.
Unfair.
Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire.
For one, changeup for the first time in the AB. After we saw that sinker on the outer edge a little bit ago. And I mean, it's just quality.
Wenzel
Perez saw one pitch in his first at-bat of the season. Thought we made a good swing on it. Not the case.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
0-1 on Wenzel. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Nasty changeup. Had no idea.
Changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
He just started to really start to use the four-seam fastball. You know, recently now. That's what I thought we got there. Wenzel stays alive.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Quality 0-2. All right.
One ball, close with that one. 1-2 the count.
53 pitches in for Logan Webb.
And it skips in
Another
there.
good changeup, just low. 4 of them in this at-bat. And after we chased the first one, done a really good job not to do that on the next 2. And there it was again, man.
And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
6 strikeout for Logan Webb, and he did not deviate from that changeup. I want to say he threw it at least 3, maybe 4 straight times. Here's Colt Keith. Man, Logan Webb's dealing right now. Strikeout numbers high. This man right here, Colt Keith, the only one that's caused him problems.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fucking hell. Getting better as the game goes on. Hey. Not for you. Nosy. 2 sinkers and a sweeper so far.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Way out in front on that. Stop it. Hey. Can I? Jesus fucking Christ.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Have cats, they said. It'll be fun. You'd think at 18 years old, this guy would realize that not every time everybody has food, it's for him. He don't. Ground ball and a base hit from Colt Keith.
Joey gets on base and
2-out single. So here's Jake Rogers. A 2-out single from Colt Keith has extended this inning.
Rogers. And a good fastball to start him off. That's
one of the best pitches we're going to see all day from Logan Webb right there.
80% of your first pitches are
62 pitches in, though.
If he keeps this up.
He's got enough to probably at least pitch into the 6th if nothing goes wrong, but I don't know. We might have a chance here.
2 outs. Misses off the inside, and the count even 1-1.
I was thinking front door cutter, and then the sinker started to break the other way. 1-1. Come on, Jake. We got to start hitting those at some point. It's been a struggle since Rogers came back. It was a struggle before he got hurt. Ground ball, and then a base hit to the left side, but I accidentally tapped R1, and the inning is over.
So 1 hit is all they get. We're headed to the 5th. We are tied 2-2.
That time I knew I did it. Fuck me, dude. Mistakes you can't make. Mistakes we cannot make against this team. Fuck me. Joe back to work.
Back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Wisely.
Gotta feel lucky that that's not in the seats.
And he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games.
Fastball at 98. Caught him off guard. The 0-2.
If you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Got him.
And a swing and a miss.
Not our best backdoor sweeper, but that's strikeout number 5 for Joe.
Isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Yep, flew open.
Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald homered his last time up.
And that one clips the
On a
corner.
fastball that was meant to be dotted on a corner like that missed. And it just about happened again. Luckily for us, we threw the cutter. Two away.
And the first two set down in the top of the 5th. And here is
Now Matt Chapman,
who's 0 for 2 with a
struck
pair of
out
strikeouts.
twice.
Fastball for a strike.
Joe looking to make good, quick work of San Fran here in the 5th.
Over 70%. That's well above league average.
Rocket, but on the ground. Left the bat at 92. Matt Chapman's 0 for 3, and how about Jackson Jobe that half inning?
And this game is still tied at 2-2.
8-9-1, due up for Detroit. You were gone for like 30 seconds, and he was trying to get his face in the food.
And now it's going to be Trey.
Unsurprising, huh? Yeah, I know.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1 to Trey Sweeney.
The quality of their bats and specifically their swings.
I think we have a chance to get Logan Webb out of the game here in this inning, but
the ball gap to gap or out of the park.
not sure how likely it is. 2 runs on 4 hits for both teams. Giants have stranded 3 runners on base. Detroit 2. And now 2-1 on Trey. 69th pitch upcoming for Webb. And there it is. It bites us for the first time today. The zone is, uncharacteristically been in our favor. That's ball 3 and called strike 1. Or strike 2, rather.
Swing
and then,
struck him out.
You know what happens after that.
Number 7.
The center fielder.
7 strikeouts for Logan Webb today.
1 for 1 with a single so far.
Here is Baez, 1 for 1, singled his first time.
And the first offering is not
Which
close.
raised his batting average, not to 369. That's what it was entering play. To 373. And a chopper.
Up the middle.
It would have been a tough play, but a good jump on the ball.
Baez
Baez out. That's a good pitch to hit, too. Sweeper, rather, middle of the plate. Time well. We still get that scenario out there, throughout a game where, the numbers that we're putting up with Baez don't really make a lot of sense. But, I mean, a really hittable sweeper there, timed almost to perfection, and Javi did that with it.
Swings
that
through
changeup's
one.
filthy.
0-1.
If I was counting the whole game, I'd tell you, but I feel like a good chunk of Webb's strikeouts are on that pitch.
2 down, nobody on. And that one is inside ball 1.
Energy is into the yellow, though, so that's an encouraging sign, even though, as we talked about all series, this Giants bullpen is gross. Ha! For a strike zone that, at least the consensus is that it's been big all day, that is one hell of a call. Wow. Hey, nothing up and into Andy yet.
That one almost
It's
got
up and in.
Him up a little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike.
When missing in and off the plate, 3-1 on Ibanez. Definitely taking here.
That's a walk.
Nope.
Went with another
Ball 4.
changeup and missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared.
To extend this inning for Kerry Carpenter, who I want to say is old for his last 7. But I mean, look at the pitches he saw last time. It makes sense.
Carpenter at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Bullpen
For the first time this year, I think it's safe to say that Kerry is slumping. Good timing there on that changeup, and I mean, in Carpenter's sweet spot, that swing always going low through the zone.
Now the 0-1.
There you go.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first.
I feel like Max Scherzer right now, flipping a coin. That's what the umpires are doing for balls and strikes here today.
Inside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1 on Carpenter. If he were to reach, it would be Riley Green. Hard hit, left center field. Carpenter breaks out of the slump. It could score a run. Ibanez will round third. Carpenter safe at second. Tigers lead 3-2.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS.
Only Kerry Carpenter's 10th double. And with the numbers he's put up this year, I suppose you would think that that number might be higher. For reference, Riley Green has like 17. Oh, wow. Bob Melvin not messing around. Logan Webb's day is done. Now, who do they bring in here? That will be full of intrigue. Do they try and limit this, bring in a left-hander? Yes, they do. And it is yet another former Tiger. We've seen him warming up each of the first 2 games of the series. Has not entered. Robbie Ray. He was a Tiger for a very brief second. And also a former Cy Young Award winner with Seattle. 1-1.
No strikes.
Which is just absolutely batshit. I still can't believe that happened. 2-0 to Riley.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate.
So Ray is going to be asked to eat multiple innings here, but I mean, you got to imagine this move is made to get Riley Green out right now, and that is not a good start.
Spits the plate. And a count 2-1.
Now, I wasn't thinking sinker there, so that really is a good pitch to get his first strike. Ray is one that leads with a fastball, unlike Webb. 3-1. We allowed him to get the 1. Let's see what we can get here. 3-1.
There's the strike at
Dot.
the knees.
Really nasty pitch. Outer edge is open. 3-2. Fouled away. He actually went back inside edge with the fastball right there. Right on the edge. Too close to take today.
He's having a hard time catching up.
Ball 4.
And 2 outs.
What a take from Riley. And now Torque is going to bat.
Most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
A 3-for-9 series. He's 1 for 2 tonight.
We'll hit next.
Come on, Torque.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
That felt clean.
A
clean whiff, but a really nice location on it from Robbie Ray.
To catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Damn. He got a curveball at 86. That was on the lower end of it, too. Oh, no, that's as hard as you throw it. I was looking at the changeup. Sorry. Oh, my God. Torque fouls away a fastball. A stinking heat. What a pitch it was. Certainly could have been rung up on it. Somebody unleashed Robbie Ray. Weak contact from Torque. We were late on it. It will end the inning, but the Tigers scratch across a run to lead 3-2. And I don't want to take out Jackson Jobe right now. I would like to take him at least through this 6th. We're going to get bullpen help up right now. So if the Giants are threatening to rally and we can get in front of it, we're going to try here. So who we go with in that scenario, that's where this gets scary. I don't want to have to use the back of the bullpen this early, but I'm not sure we're going to have a choice just so we have the right matchup. So we'll bring Holton up in the pen. And also, we're going to need an inning from somebody that we don't want if Job cannot get through this 6th. So, John Brebbia. Ball 1 to Lamont Wade. 1 for 2, or 1 for 1, rather.
On the corner for a strike.
Drew a walk his last time up, I believe. Good cutter, just foul.
First, but it kicks foul.
We can waste the pitch here. Oh, got a piece of it, did Wade. The throw, cross body from Ibanez for out number 1.
Man retired in the 6th.
Good fade.
Love
and
to see it.
Action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Elliot Ramos.
Change up below the zone. Got a chase out of him. Fouled away.
That one fouled off.
It's been pretty rare for the Giants to catch up to that Job fastball.
On the ground, right side, and that's just
what the Giants have flirted with all series. Down the lines.
Inside.
And it hit him. Oh, my. 0-2 count there on Ramos. Right off the elbow pad. And here is Willie Adames.
First pitch misses.
This is how these innings can get away from you.
There goes the runner.
Really quickly. Oh, that was a hit and run. Mercifully, because we threw a sweeper.
The shortstop
2-1.
takes the ball.
Ripped and foul.
Down the line, and it's foul.
Try this back or front door cutter.
Oh,
That's a really good take.
Mike Yastrzemski in the on deck.
What a
circle,
pitch.
get a chance to make a big impact.
3-2. Got him on the inside edge. It's a swinging strikeout of Willie Adames.
And now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Regardless of the outcome, probably Job's last hitter.
Outside with
Change up will miss. Outside. Give him what he's looking for. Why not? Oh, called a strike. Whoa.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th.
1-1.
There, and it's 2-1.
Gonna try and force him to put the ball on the ground, maybe the other way. 3-1. We got Encarnacion, who is a right-hander, up next. Maybe a bit better of a matchup, maybe not.
2 outs. And
that's a walk to Yastrzemski, so it doesn't matter.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even.
Take a look at what we got coming up. With Herrera Encarnacion, 2 right-handers due up.
Having more success against left-handed
It's a high-leverage situation. Job is going to exit after 5 2/3 because we have seen this story play out time and time again. You leave your starter in, 2 outs in an inning, trying to get to the end of that inning, and it has bitten us so many times. So we're going to look to not do that here today. Hasn't appeared in too many games this season. This is only his 8th appearance. A sub-2 ERA for John Brebbia.
Into the later innings.
Outside
1.
Low, and it's 1.
Pretty good slider, but taken there by Ramos. That's trouble. Green gets in front of it, but the tying run is going to come home. Herrera Encarnacion will not leave us alone.
can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game.
Sheesh.
But all he's trying to do at
Got a
this point is
4-hit
help
game
his
in
team.
game 1. Added on 2 hits in the last game.
Grounded out a couple of times.
Tied it here in the 6th. As this Giants team does it again. Swing and a miss over the top of the slider for Sam Hug.
The game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And now it's even up. Yastrzemski over at second, and Encarnacion at first. 2 out of the inning.
Fouled away. Late on it. Here's the 1-2.
Here's a 1-2.
Swing and a miss. Big fastball from Brebbia.
Well, this guy
Giants tie the game.
emotion there. I love it.
Johnny Brebbia overall comes on, does a pretty good job. I mean, kinda. He allowed a hit and got an out, but could have been much worse.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter
So
now,
Robbie Ray
Wenzel
back
Perez.
out. Wenzel Perez will bat from the right-hand batter's box for the first time this season.
Pitch misses inside. And that's
0 for 2 to start his
Time move into the
2025
Giants bullpen.
campaign.
Camilo Doval
We
getting
got
ready to
Doval
come
warming
for
up in the
Bob
pen.
Melvin. Miller, a left-hander, also throwing. Now
It's a
this
pretty
is in
weak
the air
fly
down the
ball
line.
left field. Wenzel
Ramos
Perez.
flies way over.
Foul
And there's one down.
territory. It's caught.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the
Down
commitment
back,
that he
second
showed. He
baseman.
knew that the wall was close.
It's an 0 for 3 start. Colt Keith, not the matchup we necessarily want. So we're gonna step out here,
Now he steps out of the box as
entertain
he asks for time.
the thought of a pinch hitter. I mean, it would really have to be Malloy, and then who do we have at third today? Ibanez. He could play second. Bring in Jahan. He's fresh.
Justin Henry Malloy. 1 out, the base is empty.
Big
for
pinch hit spots this year for Jahan, including a grand slam back in Anaheim. Hit hard right field, but it's into that wind. Don't think that's going to carry. A hanging curveball kind of tied us up, inner edge, a little bit late on it.
The catcher, number 34.
It's a good swing for Jahan. You got a guy that hits lefties fairly decent, at least for this team's standards. Got a hanging curveball on the first pitch. He just didn't time it up.
Catch and throw. He is at the top of the game. And a first pitch
Call a strike
fastball
to
is
Jake
in
Rogers.
for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk
Unfortunate
about
call.
the feet of infielders. This catcher is
Oh, wow.
really
What
quick
the
feet.
fuck was
He's
that
able to
thing?
recognize the pitch, see the trajectory,
He don't have a
and get
cutter,
to
but that
spot
was
where he can
essentially a
block those
cutter.
balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Breaking
One
ball
ball.
misses
Curveball
down.
will miss away.
Really impressive with the way he frames.
Robbie
the way
Ray
that he
could stick
sets it up,
around for quite
because
some time
sometimes those
if we
pitches
let
are off the
him.
plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals
2-2.
strikes for his
2
pitcher.
strikes.
That misses.
Slider never
And
really
fastball
came
2.
close. Could definitely see a fastball dotted down and in here.
Good job to fight that one off.
Almost right. Sinker just off that inside edge.
Here's a 2-2. And that's
Wow.
a strikeout. Ed Drummond
Oh,
says
that's
he wanted
Cy
it out.
Young Robbie Ray right
Tigers
there.
don't make any
Damn,
noise.
that was
So no
nasty.
change in the score. It's 3-3.
Tigers have led twice in this game for what feels like a combined 15 seconds. So we will swap Malloy and Ibanez. Andy can play second, and we know Jahan can play third. So
Back here at the
That works
ballpark,
out.
Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Wisely.
the Orioles increased their American League East lead to 3.5 games over the Yankees. Oh my. Well, Brett Wisely actually stinks against right-handers, so here we go with Johnny Brebbia. Isn't your normal everyday late inning right-hander, though. Brebbia is a guy that hasn't pitched enough to earn some
And down
trust
the
yet.
0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Literally flipping a coin out here. Fastball, swing and a miss.
Front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball.
That's a good pitch.
And it goes
Kind of.
just foul.
Didn't locate it the best. Here we go.
1-2.
Got him! Fastball up in here. Johnny Brevia.
Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs.
It's recorded 2 outs. Got 2 strikeouts.
Have to be ready to pull the trigger.
New York Yankees.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to
I
hit.
hate the Yankees.
And
John
he
Brevia.
swings and misses
At
the
this
initial
rate.
offering.
0-1's the count.
My goodness. Fastball, swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
Sorry, what does that say? Tub of fucks. Thank you for the follow. I like the name. Sometimes we need it. Sometimes we need a laugh in the midst of these Tigers franchise games. I mean, saw the frustration come out last night. Not a
In the air,
great
right field,
pitch, I guess.
and
Felt
there's 2
good.
away.
Hit right to Riley Green for the second out.
Here's Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman 0 for 3.
Misses
Inside.
inside. 1-0.
Don't make a
2
mistake
down, nobody
now.
on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Change
Next
up in.
offering is in for a strike.
All right, so when did my chat become named the Insane Asylum? What the fuck? I didn't do that. Oh boy,
There's a
that's
swing and a
trouble.
drive.
However, it will stay in the ballpark. Oh Jesus, Matt Chapman's fast.
And in one hop
Got
to
some
the wall.
problems here.
Chapman
Baez
out
throw
his way
in
to third.
to Ibanez. No chance at
And this is
third.
going to be a 2-out triple.
A 2-out triple for Matt
needed
Chapman
help.
off
It's been a
John
tough
Brebbia,
stretch
and
to
maybe
play
we were
lately.
celebrating
Really good swing right there.
Brebbia's
That
good
pitch
outing a
he
bit
can
too
handle,
soon, but this
allowed
didn't
himself to
feel
stay
like a
back,
bad
just a
pitch.
tad bit longer, and he hit the ball
I'm
on the
interested
screw.
to see where this
Now to
went.
take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Go-ahead run is at
Fastball
third.
down and
And
in,
up
hit
next
with
for San
power
Francisco,
to the
Lamont
opposite field
Jr.
gap. That happened. Lamont Wade better against lefties, so it's going to have to be Brebbia.
First
Oh,
offering and
stop,
justice.
man. Ah.
2 down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Line
Ripped,
drive.
right field line. Giants take the lead.
And that's a
It's
fair
the late
ball.
innings, so you kind of figured.
Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
They've done it to us again. Now, the good news is that for the moment, it is only a 1-run game.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair.
We have to
Even when you
get
hit it that
out
far
of this
front, you
inning
still have to
only
keep your
trailing
hands
by a
tight to
run.
your body
Have
so
to.
you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the
And that's another one. I mean, fast. I don't get how this team does it. Time and time again. This is the right matchup yet again. A right-hander on Ramos.
That's in there. 0-1.
Slider strike 1.
0-1.
Let's get another right-hander up in the pen to complement Tyler Holton. Fucking, I don't know. Will Vest can't stink forever.
In
Strike
there for
2.
a strike at the top of the zone.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You
Good
just gotta
take,
hope
but
that you
not
can
an
make contact.
awful pitch.
Foul ball.
How did he
1-2
get a
count.
piece? Oh, boy. Here we go. Watch out. Goodbye.
Swing and a drive
Elliot
left field,
Ramos
and
with a
he
no-doubter. He sat on a fastball after being late on a slider, and it sticks to
two-run
3.
homer. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 6-3.
These games have played out the exact same way. And, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, Yeah, the score's different.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him,
But they had a
he was
big
ready for
7th
it.
inning
Look at
last
how
night.
quickly he
4
jumped
runs.
on that pitch.
They've scored 3 in the 7th tonight. They were ass through the first 2 innings in each of the first 2 games. Scored runs in the 3rd. That happened today, too.
1 for 3.
It's a 3-run Giants lead. Willie Adames. I mean, matchups be damned. I mean, lefty is the best matchup. We do have Yastrzemski coming up next as well, another left-hander. John Brebbia got 3 big outs and then fell off a cliff.
Close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tyler Holton to try and keep this game where it is.
The changeup missing.
Again.
It's 1-1. And that
Fastball
one
in.
hits the corner.
Just blows, man. Popped up on the
air
infield.
Ibanez.
We'll send Tyler Holton preferably back out for the 8th inning. Elliot Ramos.
The Giants go deep. It's bye-bye, baby. And they've doubled up now. It's
It has
6-3.
happened for the 3rd consecutive day. That day off tomorrow, gonna feel real sweet.
And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
up
of the
for
7th.
the
And the
Tigers,
batter now,
the
Trey
shortstop,
Sweeney.
Ray.
Nobody really to go to off the bench, so Trey Sweeney will bat here against Robbie Ray.
Way upstairs. And that
A
is
little bit of a
ball
surprise to see Ray still out here, even though he does have plenty of stamina to get through this. Just because, you know, you got a tremendous back end of the bullpen here for the Giants. I would have thought they would have turned it over.
just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one.
2-0 here
Couple
for
of
Trey.
strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count.
Yep, there you go.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Ray falls behind and counts the strike to get in. The at-bat. Most of the time, quality from Ray.
Whatever it takes to get on base.
Just
3-1.
missed.
Some good takes from Trey Sweeney in this at-bat. Pitch 2, pitch 4.
Swing and a miss.
I don't know why I even bothered to swing. I wasn't ready to swing. Maybe that gives him a little bit of false confidence. Maybe he tries to go above the zone with a fastball. Bullet, guess what?
Tosses to first.
109 off the bat of Trey Sweeney. And he didn't do a spin like Brian Rocchio.
But he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now it's Baez.
He went back-to-back fastballs, and that's what we did with it.
And there's a foul ball.
95 fouled away by Javi. 3 for 9 in his career against Robbie Ray.
0-1 now. Ball one there. In for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Ray ain't
Well,
using
I think
much
a guy
other
real
than the
uncomfortable
fastball
at the
right now.
plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And there's the ball.
Caught a break
Actually,
right
a
there.
strike.
Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
2-2 on Baez. Make it 3-2. Are we setting up back door? Are we setting up slider down and in? Or a change up at the knees. Neither one.
Him out.
This guy will throw
Right
any
down the
pitch in
center
any
of the
count.
plate.
3-2. He goes off speed,
Now
gets
batting,
the out.
the second baseman, Andy Ibanez.
It's just disgusting.
Here's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Here's Ibanez.
Right through there for a strike.
Got some pretty good attributes against left-handers, but this isn't your normal
Tigers trailing
long
by
reliever.
3 here at the bottom of the 7th.
I can't catch up to it. Like, I feel like it's just moving across the zone. It's really tough.
2 down, nobody on. That
One
one
ball,
way inside.
2 strikes.
7 outs remaining. to come back from down 6-3. Outer edge. It just sat there. Robbie Ray does the job for the Giants.
It's 6-3.
Tyler Holton doesn't keep this game where it is. Tyler Holton and whatever combination of pitchers we use after probably count us out, even though we had a pretty good ninth inning last night. Not against the closer, at least to start. So we've got Yastrzemski. Less power against left-handers, so that's good. Encarnacion, more contact, less power. Sam Huff has some decent amount of power against left-handers, excuse me.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Sinker on the outer edge will be a strike.
6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds.
Cutter on the ground to Ibanez. And a 2-pitch result there for Tyler Holton.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So now here's the DH.
Encarnacion. First pitch, fly ball, left field. Wenzel Perez.
Perez snags it for the second out.
Well, we take those.
Sam Huff,
If it makes sense, might be able to use Holton in the ninth inning.
And that one
Sinker
missing
just low.
Just
2-0. What the fuck? Like, I knew I threw that as hard as he could, which does do something to the accuracy, but the complete opposite corner?
Just
Oh,
missed.
help me out. Chop foul by Huff.
2 outs. Knocks that one away.
Sam Huff staying alive. A lot of 2-out damage for the Giants here today. Popped up.
Ball popped up.
Foul territory, left side, Sweeney.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
A little bit of a battle there. Might get us to not use Holton in the ninth inning. Not even sure if the matchup called for it anyway, but see how it goes.
New arm for the Giants, Camilo Doval.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really
Oh, boy.
stingy in terms of allowing base runners.
Well, you know that they know that Doval is a reliable arm because it's a right-hander coming up to face Carpenter and Green. Those MVP chants on Kerry Carpenter. It's time to prove it right now. Nearly got hit.
Not close. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan
Walker, who I do
getting ready
believe
to
is the
come in for
closer,
Bob
warming
Melvin.
up. Eric Miller also. Slider, cutter, sinker.
Foul.
Middle sinker at 96. Doesn't get much faster from Doval. At least with the sinker. The cutter is faster.
Swing and a miss.
I guess cutter.
He's out front
He
that
threw the
side.
slider. 1-2.
That misses
Now
the
2-2.
zone.
Slider
And the count is
burned
even,
down on
2-2.
us.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking
Takes
that
are
pitch.
good. Swings aren't awful.
Swing
Weak
and a ball
contact left
lifted in
field.
the air.
Carpenter was laid on a cutter
in
up and in
position,
at 100.
Makes the grab, one away. Now it's the right fielder, Riley Green.
Well, we got a taste of Doval there. See if we can use that to our advantage.
Well, it's critical
No.
right here that they bear
Cutter
down and
does
turn in
not
some
cut.
quality at bats, try to chip away at that
I saw a
lead
pitch that
because
wasn't
if
really
it gets to
doing
the
much,
nines,
and I'm like,
that's
oh, we got to
close
wait
to
on
coming
it.
in.
No.
One down, base is empty.
Right back.
Right is back. It's there, and that's a great
Oh,
play.
again.
Pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer.
They've had a play like this in the late innings of these
Base is
wins
empty.
every
And up next
single
for Detroit,
time.
Spencer Torkelson.
Each of the last 3 days. It really is the same game over and over.
Slider right there.
Good luck.
Giants leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Slider at 91.
On the slider right there. That's a hard one.
Even a front door slider, he threw it as hard as he could. Look at that. Ground ball.
Short,
And we will head to the 9th.
The throw to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Tigers
We've kept this game close-ish. Oi. I do think there is partly some scripting in games like this, but it's generally not like as obvious like when games play out the exact same way.
Holton back to work. Just missed.
Really shouldn't be pitching anymore with Tyler Holton, but we got 2 right-handers due up, so we'll see what he does. They drop down a bunt. Good speed. Rogers turns, fires, not in time. A bunt that maybe went 5 feet to a guy with okay speed. It's a base hit. Well, we flash it back. This really is 2012 all over again. Giants swept the Tigers in the World Series. They're 3 outs away from sweeping the Tigers here today. Oh, well. That'll help out matters. Rocket right to Andy Ibanez, his second base.
Fast developing play right here. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
I never realized that until earlier. I was playing Road to the Show, bottom of the 8th. My team was up 9-1, and when I batted in the 9th, we were down by 3. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good sinker on Matt Chapman.
It's 0-1.
Chapman's real good against left-handers, so we got to be careful here. Locate well. That wasn't really located well. Good speed for Chapman, but a good throw from Sweeney.
And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than
we will head to the 9th, 3 outs away from getting swept.
It's the Giants.
Wenzel Perez, Justin Henry Malloy, and Jake Rogers are due up. I want to say those guys are combined over here in this game. Well, we saw Ryan Walker last night. He was absolutely disgusting. We learned really quickly why he's 16 of 17 in save opportunities this year, but this is the closest we've been to start a 9th inning so far in this series.
That's inside.
The switch hitter in Wenzel Perez leading things off. Sinker 91-95, slider 82-87, and a 4-seamer 93-97. In other words, pretty much gas.
The 1-0.
2-0.
That's outside.
No strikes.
Not even going to think about it. 2-0, take it.
Pitch is in there. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good take. So 2-1 on Wenzel. We need a mistake. That wasn't it. However, this is going to be a tough play. They got him anyway.
That's a huge defensive.
Oh, a slow roller off the bat of Wenzel Perez. His season debut is going to wind up over.
He's 2 outs away.
We will go yet again to the bench.
The next to hit, he's over.
Bring in Zach McKinstry. He's certainly not the best bat, but it's been tough to get McKinstry in the lineup as of late. He is fresh, for sure. Throwing anything at the Giants to see if anything works.
And a foul ball.
It's a good sinker. It looked like it was coming in on us. Going to be at least hittable on that outer edge. And it just stopped. Ground ball, third base. Chapman's throw.
Over to
A
first.
little bit quicker
And
than
a
it
couple
even
quick
had to
outs.
be.
Now
And the
batting,
Tigers
the
are an
pitcher.
out away
So
from
last
getting
chance for
swept.
the Tigers. Now it's going to be
Jake Rogers and his 140 average. Fuck it.
Time asked for at the plate.
What does it
Maybe an
matter?
attempt to break up
Give me
the
Dylan
rhythm that he's
Dingler.
got going on the
All
mound.
these guys that we put in the
Now
game,
being made for a pinch
they've
hitter.
been,
Dylan
full
Dingler.
stamina. They're going to be good to go
Form with 2 away.
heading into the next series, and maybe these guys start to see a little bit more time with our struggles.
That
That's
misses the
outside.
zone. Ball 1.
I feel like I gave up being frustrated with the way this series was going last night. Ah, it's a ball that Dingler's got to hit. Really is. This team fouls off so many good pitches.
2 down, nobody on.
Hard hit and in to right field. Tigers not done yet. Bring up Trey Sweeney. Javier Baez lurking.
Man at first.
Now batting,
If Sweeney
the
can
Tigers,
reach.
Trey Sweeney.
Sweeney.
Dylan Dingler off the bench with a base hit. One of the best closers in the National League. Trey Sweeney! Oh my God! Tigers are down a run!
He circles the bases. His second homer this series.
This really is seeing the same story again. We've had good 9th innings. We've had good 8th innings, whatever. I don't know if we had a good 9th in game 1, but we've tried to come back time and time again. Trey Sweeney, first pitch, hanging slider.
Hanger, and pitchers typically
Dong!
get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
It is Javier Baez. Not looking good, but it's still possible. Oh,
Through that.
0-1's the count.
damn it, man.
A 1-run
I was hoping that ball was
lead.
gonna
The
kind of
team
stay
trying to
up.
pull it out.
Slide into the middle of the plate. I think it was a good swing for a pitch like that.
They're
Oh!
getting their final strike.
Back-to-back front door sliders. Couldn't get either one.
You don't want to get beat by the inside.
Same
fastball,
spot.
So you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's
Tigers down to their final strike.
Walker is just 1 strike away.
Inside.
Ball,
That one
2
missing
strikes.
inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious.
extend
of the
this
pitch inside.
inning,
Really think the outer half
Andy
is open.
Ibanez due up. Carpenter if something batshit happens.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Baez down the right field line, and it is down! Extra bases for Javier Baez!
Throw
Sliding into second!
is into scoring position.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know
Tigers
he's got
with
the
hope.
fired up down there.
14th double of the year for Javier Baez.
Hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Want to say the second hit of his night.
Here comes the skipper.
Oh.
Who
Who do they bring in now? We've already seen Doval. We've already seen Walker.
New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute.
They're not going to hand this to us. Don't bring in a left-hander. No way. There's no way they do. Not against Andy.
Now pitching for
Oh my God, they
Miller
did.
On to pitch here.
number
Well, he's been a
68.
really tough guy to take deep
There
this
is
season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Guys, my eyes just
So
fucking
next,
lit up.
Andy Ibanez trying to deliver as the hero.
Andy Ibanez, wind blowing out to left field. And a guy with gas.
First
Ball
pitch
one.
just misses.
It's almost like they're betting on not dealing with Ibanez and facing Carpenter with a left-hander.
So the tying run at second. That's
It's a good-
in
it's
for
a good strike.
And
Outer
the count is
edge.
1-1.
Not what we're looking for. Certainly see him coming inside with a fastball here. No, not in the ninth with 2 outs. Oh, what a terrible call.
And
2-2.
Boog, he never moved.
Gotta put it past us. It's the only choice we got.
That kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss.
And that's the ball game.
He got a free strike, and the only thing he threw in the zone the entire time was that nasty changeup right there at the end. So the Tigers, yet again, come short on the comeback effort and lose by a run as the San Francisco Giants finish off the sweep. Robbie Ray the win. Johnny Brebbia with 2 outs in the inning, gonna take the loss, and Eric Miller earned 6.